Click, click, clap. What's going on, guys? I am SimpleSimon, and I'm out at the Docklands, Marvel Stadium right there, where superheroes fight, for those who aren't from Australia. So today I'm going to be going to, a lot of people know there's a shop down here called Popcultcha. It's out in Geelong. It's like a huge pop culture store. They also have like a gallery. I did a video there a few years back when we used to do the Nerds Day Out vlogs. So yeah, in Geelong they've got two stores. They've got like a retail store where you can buy stuff, and they have what's called the gallery, which is like, you can buy stuff from there, but it's almost like a showcase of really premium format statues and stuff. I'll try to leave a link to that video in the description. So Popcultcha is very well known here as being like a pop culture collectible store, but one recently just opened up here in Docklands. So it's just a pop-up, so it's not going to be here permanently. So I figured I'd better go check it out while I'm out in the Docklands. So yeah, get ready for some pop culture action. Quick shout out to my minions. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're interested in exclusive members only videos, extended episodes of The Noob, and exclusive emojis, hit the join button to find out more about channel membership. But remember, your membership is not required. The best way to support the channel is by liking and commenting on videos. So as mentioned in my previous video, Docklands is an absolute ghost town, but maybe more people come now because Popcultcha has arrived. Now, as I mentioned, it is just a pop-up store from what I've heard, but the store looks pretty impressive. There's the website if you guys want to shop at Popcultcha online. Don't worry, Popcultcha, I got your back. Now, before going into the shop, I thought I'd do some window shopping because they had a lot of amazing things displayed in their window looking into the store. They are known for their collection of premium format statues, all the stuff that I'll never be able to afford. They've got it. That window splatter kind of ruins the shot. I didn't realize they were so big on their records. I do remember when I went to the Geelong shop, they did have a record section, but I didn't realize it was such a big thing here at Popcultcha. Hey, there's the Fonz. He's the coolest guy in the world. And these action figures here piqued my interest. I wouldn't mind a yellow jumpsuit Bruce Lee action figure one day. And then inside the shop we go. And as you can see, fair bit of space. Not quite like their shops in Geelong, but a fair amount of space and just so much to look at in there. So here is the DC section. I always like having a look through the DC comic section because I'm a DC guy. And all the usual stuff, pop vinyls, DC Multiverse, they had statues, they had games, everything you think of. Batman's grappling gun, ooh, Batman handcuffs, that's pretty kinky. And of course I got to give their Marvel section some love too. They had some Marvel Legends and they had some old ones too, which is good to see. Sarah would be happy to see that there's some Wicked representation in the store. Wicked's hot property right now. And of course, it wouldn't be Popcultcha without some stuff for the Star Wars guys.
All gathered in secrecy.
Check it out, they've got a Wonka bar with the golden ticket. You can get the golden ticket from Popcultcha, that's crazy. This Ghostbuster car was looking pretty sweet. There was actually a lot of Ghostbuster stuff in there, and also a lot of trade paperbacks to catch up on all the classics. So as you can see, we have reached the horror section. We've got some Gizmo there. There was quite a lot of Gremlins. Whoa, speaking of Gremlins, there's one. The horror section was full of stuff, just iconic horror movie characters, action figure form, pop form, car form. And then they had this section tucked away in the corner, which was the Star Wars section. They had lightsabers, they had the helmets, they had all kinds of memorabilia, figures. They even had like really fun things like Star Wars whiskey bottles. You pour your whiskey into that bottle, and then you can pour that into your Star Wars guy whiskey cups to show that you're the ultimate Star Wars guy. They had these, which were from Mezco, I think. I thought they were Hot Toys at first. I believe these are Mezco 12-inch figures, I believe. I could be wrong there. There's that Bruce Lee figure that I'm kind of interested in. That looks pretty damn good. You got... that packaging is pretty funny. I remember when I was a kid, my brothers had the Freddy Krueger glove, and I used to think it was so cool. It was one of my favorite things to put on when I was a kid. So it's cool to see that there. And then you got some more premium format statues, some Mario, some Devil May Cry maybe? And then this one is a little bit more up my alley. You got this beautiful crow statue there with the hole in his hand. That is awesome. And then another one that's right up my alley is this wicked Xenomorph statue. Look at it, it's like running on water. That's insane. And then you got the Xenomorph's buddy, the Predator, hanging out in the trees. Looking pretty good there. And then I thought I'd show some love for the man, Lemmy, the king of rock and roll, or the god of rock and roll, you could say. Beautiful statue there. So I thought I'd go over and give some love to the vinyl section since it was such a big thing there. Oh, hey ho, let's go! Ramones. Here's me pretending to flick through the box of vinyl. Oh, look, Cheshire Cat. I used to have that CD when I was a kid. Or when I was a teenager. And then that album there was the last time I thought Blink-182 was cool. After that, I became too cool for everything. I've always been fascinated by these Star Wars Black Series figures. I don't know, I think they're called carbonized or something. They look very cool. They're all shiny metallic materials on them. And they also had this thing which I thought was a Nerf blaster at first, but it turns out it's actually a Black Series Stormtrooper weapon, which is pretty damn cool. You got some Castle Grayskull here for the Motu guys, and then I haven't watched One Piece, but why is the guy's hand so big? Was he Green Lantern? Oh, and then they had this little room full of Loungefly bags. Loungefly bags are huge. Hey, there's me. But yeah, they had all these cool accessories. Not something I'd ever be interested in, but there's plenty of people who are. You get some Star Wars bags there. I do always say that I actually really enjoy looking at Loungefly bags because some of them are just so well designed. A lot of fun. And they had these cool skate decks. In fact, when I was at the Popcultcha shop, they had these really dope Bruce Lee skate decks. I really, really wanted one, but you know me, I'm cheapskate, huh? And then on my way out, I stumbled across this alien cookbook. Look at this. Alien-inspired food. Pretty cool. I got to admit though, the food didn't really look that appetizing. Oh, that one there kind of does. So I was done with Popcultcha, but I thought I'd spend some time exploring Docklands to see if there's anything else cool I can look at. So here's their EB Games. I thought I'd have a quick squiz in there. You got some Hello Kitty Monopoly. That's pretty cool, if you like Hello Kitty. And then here's Psyduck. I always like to get a shot of Psyduck whenever I see him. Psyduck. And they also had a lot of half-price Star Wars Black Series figures. And then I was starting to get a little bit hungry, and I feel like it's been a little while since I did a vlog with some food porn. So let's have a look at what I had for lunch. First off, I had this beautiful pork belly steam bao, which was very nice as a starter. And of course, you guessed it, I got myself some ramen for lunch. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, and then I treated myself to some gelati. Who doesn't like some gelati? I actually prefer to get gelati shakes. Every now and then I'll eat gelati, but today I got a gelati shake. There's the name of the place, Gelateria on the docks. And then I came across this Toy World, and I wasn't sure if I was reading the window right, but I'm pretty sure that says half off everything. So I had to have a look at a toy world that had half price on everything. It's funny, when you go to toy shops as much as I do, you do start to notice that it's just all the same crap on the hooks. Those figures are at every single store that sells Marvel Legends. They just can't give them away. You get the same clearance Indiana Jones figures, the same clearance Black Series figures. Those Motu figures are always on sale everywhere. And then I thought I'd end it with some Ninja Turtles since I went to the Ninja Turtles Expo. I definitely picked up some stuff from Toy World. Shout out to the gelati place. This thick shake is sick. Half coffee, half Snickers. Where it's at. Alrighty, so what a day out. Docklands is actually a really cool place to go. It's very quiet. I gotta say, the people that do hang out there are all rich people, I like to think. But it's actually, like I said, a lot to do there, and because it's quiet, it's actually quite nice. And on the walk back, because it's a 20-minute walk, but it's nice. It's along the water, you see boats, it's a very nice atmosphere. Anyway, Popcultcha was cool. Nothing there for me really. There's definitely things I wanted to buy, but obviously I couldn't afford. I mean, I think a Popcultcha store would really do well in Melbourne, maybe not at the Docklands. So when they first opened, I was wondering if it was a pop-up shop or if it was permanent. And I have been told that's a pop-up, so I believe it's a pop-up, but I mean, it looks like they could definitely be permanent there. I mean, all the walls on the outside. So I'm not too sure, actually. So if anyone sees this video who knows if they're going to be permanent, let me know. But I did hear that it was a pop-up. So I don't know the information about how long they're going to be there for, if it is a pop-up. But I guess if you see this video and they're still there, worth checking out, Sarah and I have been talking about for quite some time that we want to go back to Geelong and revisit Popcultcha and some of the stuff that's out in Geelong. So, we'll probably do that again in the future. But yeah. And then I went to Toy World, and the Toy World there has half price off everything, half off the marked price. Now, there was a couple of things in there which were like they had the marked price and then a sale price. Now, I was going to ask, is it half of the sale price? Because that's technically the marked price. I don't want to be that guy, but I potentially would have bought the Pattinson Batman because they had it marked down at $20. But then is it another half price off that? So but you know what, in the end I did find some stuff, so I'm glad. I really can't afford anything else today. I really want to go to Aaron's actually today, but I just don't think I should because I've got the Melbourne Collectors Market tomorrow. By the time you see this video though, that would have well and truly been gone. You've probably already seen the video for that. So I think I'm just going to go home after this, but I'll show you what I got. So I'm going to babble on for a bit. I've mentioned in the past a couple of times that I love looking at tech decks, like the little skateboards. And the reason being is because many years ago, this is like when me and Sarah we weren't even officially together, we're kind of just seeing each other. We were in a Big W and I stumbled across, I was like, oh, look at that. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog tech deck. And she was like, why don't you get it? And I was like, nah, I couldn't afford it at the time. I was broke as fuck. So I was like, no. She was like, do you want me to buy it for you? I was like, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. She's like, no, I'll buy it for you. I was like, no, don't worry. And then she bought it for me. And I'm so glad she did because I looked up to see if there are other Sonic the Hedgehog tech decks. And that was so hard to find. I couldn't even find my one. There was only, I think, 2 Sonic the Hedgehog tech decks I could see, and they were both the robot Sonic, I can't remember its name. So I'm always on the lookout for tech decks when they do the IP crossovers, and Toy World had a couple. And to be honest, I would have bought way more of these, but again, I just really shouldn't be spending money today. So I picked up 5 tech decks, right? So I'll show you what they are. First, I picked up a SpongeBob SquarePants one. Look at that. How cool is that? So they had a few, and it wasn't just the one. Like, again, when I saw the Sonic one, it was just randomly the only one that was there, sitting there. They had a whole hook full of these, and they were different designs. So they had all those designs there. So I just picked up this one. Now, I'm probably going to open this, I think. I want to open a couple of these and give them to my action figures. The problem is the tech decks are a little bit too big for a 6-inch figure, or maybe a little bit too small for a 7-inch figure. So I don't know, we'll see. And then I noticed on the other hook they had a whole row of Ninja Turtles tech decks. Now it's very fitting because I also went to the Ninja Turtles Expo today, which I did in a separate video, which I think I'm going to release that one first. So you might have already seen that, but it was very I don't know, it was like it was meant to be a very Ninja Turtles day today. So I'll show you the Ninja Turtles ones I picked up. Now I think I picked up all 4. Yeah, I did. I picked up all 4 designs. Now I'm probably going to keep 1 or 2, and I might actually flip or kick flip some of them. But yeah, these were all $5.99 each, and then I got them for $3 or less. So I paid $14.95 for all 5. So I don't know if you can see that design there. Now the weird thing is, I don't know, you can see Mikey, looks like he's got something coming with his eye, like a tear or something. So there you got that. Got Raphael kicking some foot soldier scum. Very cool. Oh, Leonardo one. This one is like a little turtle mutating into a Ninja Turtle. Oh, upside down. So that's pretty cool, right? So these are super cool. So I definitely want to keep an eye out for more of this type of stuff. And I couldn't believe that they were half price. So, I mean, $3 each. Again, I would have cleaned up the whole hook if I had more money today. So I picked up 1 of each. There's a better view of all of them actually. So yeah, super stoked with that pickup. And that is it. I've probably mentioned in one of the vlogs, the Ninja Turtles one or this one, that I do plan on coming back to Docklands maybe in the next few weeks. I do want to check out the Star Wars exhibition that they got going there. I don't know what that's like. Sounds really odd. I got a feeling it's going to be very similar to the Turtles one. So it might not be massive, but we'll see. So keep an eye out for that. And if you're newer to the channel and you want to see more of this stuff, check out the playlist in the description. I always try to get people to watch the back catalogue, you know. Check out all the places I've been to. And if you want to show your support for the channel, give this video a like, leave a comment if you wish. And until next time, I'm SimpleSimon. Tell your friends and keep it simple.